Information systems, or IS, has become a vital part of business today. We look at Domino's Pizza UK and Ireland, the world's leading pizza delivery chain. We look at Domino's and their business model, the strategic value of IT, data model and SQL analysis, and then from our findings we suggest improvements to see how they can better utilise IS in the future. Effective operations management is crucial to any business and is the first part of the Domino's business model that we looked at. Now, Domino's maintains strong long-term relationships with its suppliers, such as Ryder. Ryder offers specialist help in their area of expertise, which is logistics. They do all the deliveries for Domino's several times a week to all its stores and can offer efficiency gains to Domino's supply chain. Now, by making these deliveries, they help Domino's meet its standards on product quality. This is very important as quality is a key part of Domino's value proposition. In an approach to become more multi-channel and keep up with its competitors, Domino's has also developed several award-winning mobile applications for customers to order from their website. This makes it more convenient and increases value proposition. But to make the website, application, stores and supply chain work together effectively, they need to be highly integrated with the support of IS. Domino's proved that they understand this by investing in their warehouse management systems across the entire group in 2010.
Domino's have controlled several of their critical resources to ensure business success. Firstly, they have controlled time as they had an aim of delivering a pizza within 30 minutes. Delivery time is controlled through an in-store monitoring system and an online pizza tracker. Secondly, inventories are important as Domino's has the aim of delivering consistent, high-quality food. Regular deliveries ensure that stores have the correct quantity of inventories. Quality itself is controlled through careful sourcing, transportation methods and audits. Thirdly, equipment is important as it adds to product quality and turns inventories into sellable products. Fiberglass dough trays and heatwave carrier bags are just two examples of how equipment is used within Domino's. Finally, people are important. This is because Domino's has the aim to recruit the best people. They control their staff through training, pay and incentives. A strong company culture also adds to team cohesion throughout the company.
The third key part of the business model is customer channels and relationships. Customer loyalty is essential for success in any business. Therefore, Domino's have various strategies in place in order to draw a strong customer base. From our research, we saw that customers aged between 18 and 55. They attract these customers through various marketing campaigns such as 2 for Tuesdays. Domino's have also expanded their ranges in order to broaden their customer base, for example, introducing a gourmet pizza range in order to appeal to the wealthy middle class. Takeaways are becoming increasingly popular across the UK, with an average consumer consuming 46 takeaways per year because of busy modern day lifestyle and smoking bans in pubs, resulting in increased success for Domino's. The nature relationship between the customer and Domino's is distance, as evidence shows over half of the sales are done online by information systems. The relationship is increasing long term, as a recent survey showed that a customer will order pizza once every 35 days in the UK. The customer relationship is also low maintenance, as order process is self-service, and the relationship is therefore very cost effective.
IT has been shown to have many positive results when used effectively. 58% of all of Domino UK's deliveries are from e-commerce sales, showing that the majority of customers now prefer to use this method of ordering. By having an increasing amount of customers ordering online, it reduces the labour time required to take orders by other means. However, customer service levels may suffer due to decreased interaction with the customers. However, despite the fact that IT can increase the access to market, it is still limited as they can only provide delivery to customers within a certain distance of their stores. So in order to widen the customer base even more stores will need to be opened. In order to keep up with competitors, it is important for Domino's to adapt to change and use IT to improve its access to market. Their continued investment into IT, such as the addition of their mobile applications, makes Domino's more accessible.
Domino's website application allows customers to choose a delivery or collection time. This enables Domino's to manage order more effectively and staff to cope better with demand, as there are only a limited number of orders per time slot. It also benefits the customer, as they can plan and manage their time effectively, which is important in today's busy lifestyle. In addition, the customer can track their order online and see at which stage the pizza is, such as at the baking stage. Domino's has invested heavily into their IT systems, such as the staff training D-Tube. This makes it easier for staff to access the learning platform and reduces cost of labour.
There are 9 entities in total within the data model that we created for Domino's. These are customer ID being the primary key, account ID being the primary key, delivery ID being the primary key, employee ID being the foreign key, employee ID being the primary key and store ID being the foreign key, order ID being the primary key and customer ID and store ID being foreign keys, payment ID being the primary key and customer ID being the foreign key, pizza ID being the primary key, product ID being the primary key and employee ID, pizza ID and all ID being foreign keys, store ID being the primary key. We created an entity account entity as it is not a requirement for a customer to have an account when making an order, also due to the account entity having its own set of attributes. In order to mimic the data security measures that are likely to be used, a password input mask is in place in the password field. Within the delivery entity, a drop-down value list has been used for the delivery method field to reflect the multiple ways for the order to reach the customer.
There are a total of 11 relationships within our data model. The relationship type varies depending upon the nature of the relationship between particular entities. As you can see, a chain model has been used to clearly map out these relationships. Here, you can see a screenshot from Microsoft Access which conveys the implementation of the chain model into an actual database. One aspect of note is the use of a product entity. The use of this composite entity removes the many-to-many relationship that would exist if pizza was directly connected to order. The product entity could also be used to expand Domino's database to further product offerings, such as sides, and not just pizza as we've used within this model. A further aspect of note is the absence of a customer-to-store relationship. Domino's customers' orders must go to a store. However, depending upon the customer's location, this store could vary. This means many customers could have many stores and vice versa. Therefore, to avoid an unnecessary many-to-many relationship, the customer-to-order and order-to-store relationships have been used, and this system works effectively.
In order to see the SQL queries more clearly, we have now zoomed into the presentation. Our first SQL query is aimed at identifying all pizzas suitable for vegetarians. As you can see, we select pizza ID, pizza name, pizza description attributes from the pizza entity, and where the vegetarian field is equals yes. This is an appropriate query and is likely to be used in Domino's actual database, as it shows all offers for vegetarian customers. This is very important for customer satisfaction and retention.
Our second SQL query was aimed at identifying all possible delivery drivers for Domino's in peak periods of demand where additional drivers would be necessary. As a result, employees who hold driving licenses and who work less than 20 contracted hours a week had to be identified in our database. The staff must have less than 20 hours so that the additional hours do not affect their contracted ones. This means that a further labour requirement is not created in store and the selected staff will not be absent during their contracted hours. We selected the following attributes, which consist of employee ID, employee store ID, employee first name, employee surname and employee job role from the employee entity where weekly hours are less than 20 and they hold a driving licence.
There are several improvements that we recommend for Domino's website to make it much more effective. For example, research shows that customers really value a search facility. By adding one of these, it will make it easier for them to find exactly what they want to suit their specific needs. This will help make the overall customer satisfaction a lot higher. The second thing we found is that obviously there's an opportunity for add-on sales for Domino's. This can be maximised by using third-party validation, which could be in the form of customer reviews or highlighting what customers have recently ordered. This feature may work more effectively to get customers to buy more rather than if Domino's recommended the products themselves. And finally, a most ordered facility could be incorporated. Although arguably this is another form of third-party validation, it uses a large amount of consumer behaviour data which should be collated in a Domino's database. Customers may use the information on the top-selling products to then order more frequently so that they can try these products out for themselves.
Anyway, we ordered our pizza 23 minutes ago, so it's just arrived now. Thanks, mate. Well, the pizza was on time and it's of good quality. I can see why Domino's is so successful.